And can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, it's just typical. That's me, isn't it? I mean, not turning the microphone on. That's just me all over the place. Oh my goodness. Yes, that is just, you missed nothing, Joanne. It's just me as usual, not having turned on my microphone. Well, you would think that, wouldn't you, Julie, that I was drunk already? I thought I was so prepared, and then something happened, and I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's different, but today my computer doesn't fit on my thing that I put it on. For some reason, it doesn't fit. Why? I don't know. So in combination with the microphone, and then all of a sudden it all goes out of the window, doesn't it? So there we go. Okay, before we do anything else, I think I do need a sip of something. So I've got my mini bottle of rosé, sparkling rosé. I've got to have something. We don't really drink, the two of us. I like a glass of rosé once in a while when we go out. Oh, look at Layla. And I found this sort of sparkling rosé, and I thought, do you know what? That's just the size for me because Dirk won't touch it. So I'll have a glass now, and I'll have a glass tomorrow evening, probably. There we go. But to be honest, after the little hiccup just now, I need it. It wasn't only the microphone. For some reason, I mislaid the thumbnail as well. Something happened and it started taking a new thumbnail. So yeah, I need this. Yes, I do drink, Linda, I do drink Baileys, but not in this weather. This is going to be nice, I think. Hang on. Yeah, very nice. There we go. So it's only a small bottle of, from our local supermarket. But for me, that's plenty. And it's just so nice to, have a little celebration with all of you, because obviously I wouldn't be here without you. And if you are a member of our Facebook group, we've had it going for a year now. We're celebrating its first anniversary, and I have to say, why is my dress in there? Yeah, and I have to say it has been wonderful. So there you go. Cheers to all of you. And I have to say, I've already eaten my strawberries and cream and meringues because it's just impossible to eat and talk. I thought I can drink, but I'm not going to eat. So Dirk and I just sat outside and we had our little pudding, strawberries and cream, and it was really nice to have that. So yes, I have to say it has been a wonderful year for the group. Yeah. That was last time when I was sitting here trying to eat, and it doesn't work like that, does it? So yeah, Amy, I have had some videos. I am collecting them in a folder in my computer, and then if it gets too much, oh, excuse me, the bubbles, I will take it to my Lacey. But yeah, I am really, really looking forward to, receiving more. So get out there and do some filming, please, for me. Yeah, I saw that, Penny. I saw that just before I came on the live. I noticed that actually you have sent me a video. So thank you for that. I haven't watched it. I didn't have time. Oh my goodness, that would upset the whole system. That would have given me even less time to get ready. Ah, yeah. And you have got some time, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. You've got until the 23rd to send in your submissions, and I'm just collecting them, to be honest, until then, and we'll see how it goes. But I have to say, yeah, last week somewhere, oh dear, I haven't closed the windows. Yes, get your lipstick out or get some. You will need it for the video. You will need it from the video. Anyway, so yeah, last year, you know what I'm like. You know, last week, I read somewhere, you know, in the Facebook page, someone said, yeah, and there was Anja saying, no, she's not going to start a live, you know, a Facebook group. No, it's too much work. No, she can't manage. No, she's not going to do it. A week later, she did it, and here we are, a year later, and everything is going swimmingly, just fabulous. And obviously, that is because of all of our wonderful members. Yeah, because we have such a nice group of ladies in there, and I think 1 or 2 men as well. Just wonderful people in our group, very considerate, always helpful, you know, and it's just so wonderful. Now, the only reason as well, that's not the only reason, obviously. There, you know, we have a wonderful bunch of moderators, and I personally would not be able to run the group without all of them. So we have, since the beginning, there's been Karen. In the beginning, Karen and I did everything. You know, she had sort of the late shift, I had the morning shift. But of course, because I'm working as well as trying to do this, I couldn't keep on doing that. And she was trying to, you know, do a lot during the day and everything. And she did a wonderful job. And it was just, you know, the two of us, we did really well. But of course, it was unsustainable because she was spending a lot of time, you know, doing it, which, to be honest, yes, you know, that's fine, but not that much. Okay. So I came up with, you know, a couple of more people. So I asked them, and Karen was like, do you not like what I'm doing? I said, of course I like what you're doing, but you know, you're spending the whole day doing that. I don't want you to do that the whole day. You have a life too, you know? So I then asked Julie and Zoe and Pat, and they all said yes. And they were, to be honest, before I asked them, they were wonderful members of the group. Most of them actually I had met. So I had met Pat in New York, which was wonderful to meet her, you know, because that creates a bond, doesn't it? And I had met Zoe last year in August. Remember, Zoe? We met in Belgium. So that was nice because I sort of, you know, you sort of have a bit more of a bond if you've actually met these people. And then there was another lady, and she was answering so many questions in the group. And every time I sort of saw what she answered, and I said, oh, that's what I would have answered. That's what I would have answered. And that was Julie. She was doing so well, helping people out in the group. And I just thought, well, you know, those people, for me, I think they're the perfect moderators. So when I asked them and when they accepted, I was really happy. And we've had a wonderful time trying to work it all out together. You know, they are doing that, they're doing this. You know, there's not an obligation of you've got to do this, you've got to do that. But it's just like, what shall we do? What can we do? You know, sort of like that. So it's wonderful the way my moderators the way we're working together and the way they look after the group and the way they take it to heart. I mean, I never would have expected them to take it so, so closely to, really looking after the group, making sure everybody's all right, and it's just wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. So yeah, it's great teamwork, Linda. They are doing so well, and I have to say, the members are wonderful as well, and we understand, obviously, if you've just joined and you think, oh, I'll post this because I'm so excited. We all get so excited. Oh, Zoe, don't worry, darling, don't worry. It's a wonderful thing we have together. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling emotional as well, yeah, to the point. Yeah. So Zoe, so Julie is the only one. Look, Julie is the only one I haven't met yet. And of course, before this all happened, in the world, before we were sort of confined to our own area, the whole plan was that Karen and I would drive up to see Julie because she lives up north. And, one weekend I would just take Karen and just drive up and see Julie, and of course, we have not been able to do that. And we are still waiting to be able to do that. And, because I've been joking that she needs to get her spare bedroom, emptied out so I can stay there, things like that. And, and so the other day, we were talking about that, how when this is all over, we're going to, we're going to go and, yeah. Yes, Janie, I am going to do that. If they send me their videos, I'm working really hard on them to get them to send the videos, right? So I'm going to do a little sort of special thing. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Yeah. I am doing something. But of course, yeah. So the other day we were discussing, how I'm going to pick up Karen and how we're going to do this, after it's all over, and we're fine to go wherever we want. And then Zoe was like, oh, I'm coming, I said, yeah, come on, you've got to come as well. And then Pat was like, am I invited too? Of course you are, So no. I mean, obviously, yeah, we were going to make sure I am going to meet up with Julie, however we have to do it, and of course I'll tell you all about it when it does happen. But of course, yeah, things have come to a halt in that department, haven't they? I know, Julie, I know. We'll have to get a B&B. We'll have to get a bed and breakfast so we can all stay there. Oh, you can stack us. Oh, goodness me. Yeah. So what was I going to say? Oh, yes. So, when you first of all, if you haven't joined yet, please do go to the Facebook group and become a member. Okay. Please answer those questions. You have no idea the problems you cause if you do not answer the questions. Okay, the moderators do not like it if you do not answer the questions. Okay, so they're like, why hasn't she answered the questions? Did she not see them? So they've got their eye out. If you don't answer the questions, they've seen it, and then of course, oh my goodness, this is on noise. Why is this on sound? There we go. And of course, if you are a member and then all of a sudden, you think, oh yes, I am going to post something, and you're all excited and you forgot that it's not an Ophelia Talks project, right? So yes, the group is for Ophelia Talks projects. Okay, Lorna, I will keep that in mind. The group is for Ophelia Talks projects only, right? Because of course there's plenty of other crochet groups out there, and if we keep it select, if we keep it just for Ophelia Talks projects, then we can all help out and we know the patterns and we can, give advice basically. If it's other projects, then, from other designers, then we can't really help you. So that's why I want to keep it just for Ophelia Talks. So of course then it all starts something, doesn't it? It starts a conversation. If your post does not have an Ophelia Talks subject, right, then it starts the moderators. And have you seen this post? Do you think we should delete it? Do you think I should do? I have to say, we care so much, right? We don't just want to delete a post there and then. We look at it, we check it again and again. They ask me, Anja, are you sure this is not one of your projects? Very often you'll get a message from one of the moderators saying, look, maybe repost so it is a Ophelia Talks. Did you know it wasn't? Something like that. So they really, really are not out there to upset you or to, they are just out there to, yes, remind you of the rules, and yes, to make sure that all the posts are Ophelia Talks. Because otherwise we might as well just open the group up for everything else, right? And that's not what we want to do. So if you do, sort of in your enthusiasm, if you do make the mistake of posting something that wasn't, then, you have to forgive us. But we do try and get in touch with you fast so you can redo the post and, it doesn't have the offending object in it or something like that. But yeah, no, the moderators are such kind people. We discuss things, they ask questions, they make double and triple sure that indeed this post is not, in accordance with the rules, and we're going to have to delete it if you don't react to any messages. But yeah, I think they do such a good job, and certainly without the members I wouldn't be anywhere in the group, but also without the moderators I would not be where we are now, or with the group, because obviously I would not be able to keep an eye on everything that is being posted, accept members and all that. I would not, on my own, I would not be able to do this. But with the help of them, it's going so well. And for now, we're quite happy with the 4 moderators. So there's 4 moderators, there's me, and then my husband sometimes comes in and does something more sort of like, social media marketing type reminder, there's a playlist for you, things like that. Things that we like to watch and that I don't have time to put in, but he then sort of, makes sure that there is something there for you. And that's a wonderful thing as well, because he adds to the interaction with all of you and to the exposure of some more videos so you might not have seen before. But also, do also make sure you link the tutorial. So if you have got a project, any project, always put the video link in there as well. If you just put a video link, then you will get a picture of the video. But if you put a video link and your picture, then your picture will show up. Okay, so that's not a problem. But then if there are members who want to find out how to do it, then all they have to do is click on the video link, and that will make it so much easier. Because yes, indeed, Waleska, that's the thing. I want the group to help you. And of course, if it's all about the tutorials, the projects that we all know, then we can help you. Otherwise, we have to go and, yes. So, make sure that if you have of course, if you have amended the pattern, or if you have changed the color, changed the yarn, of course that's still okay. But if you have amended the pattern, then you have to sort of make out for yourself how much of the original is it. Can I actually link this to the video that I used for making this? And as long as you can link it to a particular video, you should be okay. You should be okay. Yes, so this is it. So some people will have a particular video that they've been using, and if you then do post that with a picture, then you are exposing the videos to other people, the projects to other people, and they can then make them as well, give them more ideas. Oh my goodness, Ellen, that's a lot of work. Yeah, so I think that's fine, So we are going ahead. We are, we're growing. We have new members every week. So on Thursdays, and this is one of Dirk's jobs. On Thursdays, he, I think I need a drink. He posts the welcome to all the members that joined that week. And it's always nice to see all your interaction there as well, because yes, you can start welcoming everybody individually, but that sort of, then we'll only end up with welcome posts. So if we do it once a week and everybody is linked in there, it's some sort of thing that you can do from Facebook, then it's a nice post and people can react and people can say where they're from. And I think it's lovely to then go through those comments and just read where everybody's from, or your little story or whatever. So it's really, really nice. Yeah. So it's going well, the group. We've only had about 1 or 2 dramas, which I won't bore you with, but which I sort of nipped in the bud quite quickly, and that was that, and there was no, it was dealt with, it was done and dusted, and there we go. Christine, next step should be a 12-step group for the yarn addicted. Yeah, maybe we should do a help group, Crochet Anonymous. Hello, my name is Anja, and I'm addicted to crochet. And then you're supposed to clap. Yes, I have opened up. I have said it now. I can now start healing. No. I don't want to heal. Do I want to heal? No. Hello, my name is Anja. I'm a yarn addict and I'm happy being a yarn addict. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Anonymous Amy. Yes, you've already got the name. Anonymous Crocheters. Anonymous yarn addicts. Oh my goodness. Yes, so the treatment is more yarn, more crochet, and more crochet time. Exactly, Rena. I think it's a very good addiction to have, and certainly if you're feeling, it's just a really good thing to be able to just take yourself away from a bit and just do a little bit of crochet, calm down, use it as your therapy. Right now, I have made notes of what I'm supposed to say today. I've been really organized, except for the fact that I didn't turn on my microphone. Cheers. Now, I'm a yarnaholic and I'm proud. Very good, Lexi. Now, I've got my little pink, what is it? Sparkling rosé as my celebratory drink today. I know Karen had a celebratory cup of tea today. So I am wondering, what is your celebratory drink today? And if you have one, or if you have it now and you've got your camera there, post it in the group. Okay? Say, the moderators are all here, right? So they are allowed, because, they're very strict when it comes down to it. They are allowed to post their celebratory drink for tonight. And tell me, if you can, what Ophelia Talks project you're working on. If you're not working on one of my projects, then just don't mention it. Okay? That's the best way to go about it, I think. Even if it's a glass of water, I am interested. Cheers. Ruth, fantastic. Chinese takeaway to celebrate. Great way to celebrate. Aha, margarita, Valeska. Great way to celebrate. Judy, don't worry. Look, this is my water. I should be finishing this. I guess it'll be finished tomorrow morning. No, this is my water. So I am normally drinking water as well. Yesterday, I made myself a hibiscus tea. So it was pink in here. So I made the tea and I just made it in here. And then I just added water to it. So it was sort of a cold, long drink with hibiscus then in it. But today I thought I would just have the water. So I sort of switch it around one day with, the hibiscus tea in it, one day just the water. But when I drink a hibiscus tea, I do, it gives you a lot of, sort of vitamin C and all that. So it's really healthy. But yeah, I do have I've got the water here as well. And yes, it's in a thing. Because the minute I put my glass down, Miss Layla over there is drinking from it. And it's too hot at the moment to keep on having to go and get more water. So yeah, that's why I've got this. And then I can also, see how much I have drunk as well. Yeah, Dirk and his coffee. No. Him and his coffee. Water is very good. Very good. Yes, and it is very, very warm here as well. As you know, I live by the sea. You probably can hear the seagulls. Today I did not go outside really. It was just too warm. Hello, Oliver, you pretty boy. How are you? Hello, Oliver. That's the bird. That's Joan's bird, isn't it? Yes. Is he reacting? I did not go outside today. It was just too hot. Yesterday I sat outside for a little while, but I had to come inside. It was just so warm. And also lately, Ray, who has been wanting to go outside, and I just, I didn't go outside, so he wouldn't go outside because otherwise, it's just too hot for them outside because he just lies down on the ground and on the floor, and in the sun and everything. It's just, I don't want them to, be exposed to the sun basically. So we've just spent the day inside, and it's been good. It's been good. Right. Cheers, everyone. Happy anniversary. Well, I thought Facebook would remind me, but it didn't. What's that all about? reminds you about birthdays, reminds you about friendship anniversaries, reminds you about your own anniversary. Does it remind you about the Facebook group anniversary? No. Why? So I thought there would be something that would come up saying, you've been active for a year now, but obviously it didn't. But I know Julie, she said she went back to the first post or something like that, and it was in the middle of this week, Wednesday, Thursday, sometime. So that's how we found out. Oh, thank you, Joan. That's funny. Good boy, good boy. So, so it was during the week, and it's been, I thought it was the beginning of August, but obviously it was 5, 6 or something like that. So yeah, the 5th, I think, possibly. So yes, cheers to us. And if you're not a member yet, do go and join, because it's really worth, make it, you can show off your projects, of course, the Ophelia Talks projects, but also if you have any questions about anything else, on the projects, then, more than welcome. Cats and dogs are also, pets are also allowed generally. They'll get through. But do be careful with other things, because those moderators, cheers. They are very good at what they do. Okay, so I've got a couple of interesting things on my list. I've got the reason why I haven't really been outside this weekend. Well, I mean, obviously, to be honest, it was too hot. I love the hot weather, but there is a point to when it's just too much. I have been doing other things. Yes, I have been. The tease is on its way, Christine. I am going to tell you a few things, because I've had rosé. I've had sparkling rosé. I am going to tell you a few of my big secrets, because, as you all know, I am working on a new cal. And we are actually... Give that girl another round. Yeah. We're actually testing. And because I changed my mind last minute, as you do, I am at the same progress as the testers. It's all go at the moment, right? So, yes, we are testing, and the first reports are very positive. So I am really, really happy about that. I know. I did exactly, Julie. This is what I have been thinking, because we are testing this blanket in how hot is it? 28 degrees. So yes, there is going to be another cal. And not only that, Dirk and I are up to so many things, you will not believe it. We are... Yes, it is pure dedication. I tell you, Penny, pure dedication. When you're all going to be doing that cal, whenever it goes live, do think back and think about us doing this in this heat, right? No, Dirk and I are in. He was like earlier, just now during dinner, he was like, "We're going to have a meeting this week." And I'm like, "Okay." Because we had a business meeting the other day, right? Pat, it is hot for here. I tell you, it is hot for here. During the week, we had a business meeting about dates, right? Because this cow has a particular starting date. And I am going to tell you the starting date. But of course, we are trying to get something organized, and that all hangs from that starting date, you see, because we have to count back and see that we can get it all done. So this is what we were doing during the week. We were having like a meeting and saying, right, this date, that date, that date, that date. So we've got a date, and we then have to get things organized by that date. So that is what we have to have the meeting about. You've got some decisions to make. Oh, okay, darling. I know I'm speaking completely mystical here. Yes, so my mum knows the date, of course, because okay. So in the Ode to Anna Cal, we did a blanket with all the stitches that my grandma used to use. My grandma was an avid crocheter. She made loads of blankets, so I wanted to pay tribute to her. Now, of course, there's my grandma, but there's also my grandpa. No, he did not crochet, but very often he was helping her, and he was always very, very supportive of any craft, of anything that she made. And I spent a lot of time during my youth, I spent a lot of time at my grandparents'. So I am going to dedicate the next blanket to my grandpa. And it is going to start on his birthday. So his birthday is in October. And it's on the 14th of October. And it's a Wednesday. So we will start the blanket, start the cowl on the 14th of October. Thank you, Christine. I called him Pepe, which might sound very funny, but that's oh wow, Vimala, excellent. So 14th of October we will start the cowl, and it will be dedicated to my grandpa this time, and it will be all autumn themed. So while I am sitting here in this heat, crocheting away, I am thinking about how cool it will be then. And that's what's keeping me going. So, Christine, it's called, I used to write it P-E-P-E. It was a shortening of Peter, which is godfather in Dutch, right? So in Dutch, godfather is Peter. So I just said Pepe twice instead of Peter. So Moeke and Pepe. And in fact, that they're quite common names in Belgium for children to call their grandparents. Because I have a friend and her children call her parents Muka and Pepe as well. So that was quite funny when we found out. But yeah. So yes, so Linda. So we will start the blanket. Yeah, Jen. Oh, right. Okay. So that's Pepe. That's my grandpa. And the blanket will tell you all about, certain things that we did together. And I'm hoping that I can convey the story in the blanket. But of course, yeah, that's all for later on. Lil Dirty Socks, can you make sure you watch the video again on my magic circle? Because I think there are quite a few ones. I'll give you some alternatives and you can try again. I'm sure might be that you're just doing it too tightly, but you might have to, normally there is no knot, see? It just slides. Okay. So to do with the cowl, okay. As I said, the cowl is going to be autumn themed. So there's going to be very specific colors. Now, this is where Dirk comes in, because I did a post the other day on Facebook asking if I, my husband and that, the two of us, if we were to sell you the pack, would you buy it from us? I have been trying to get in touch with Stylecraft and to see if I could sell the yarn to you guys. So that is what we are trying to set up at the moment. Okay. Now, the thing is, a lot of you have said yes, I would be more than happy to buy from you, to support you, basically. But the thing is, the postage, the international shipping, right? Shipping in the UK, obviously, will be no problem because we are here. I could possibly, I can do the same thing as bigger shops, where if you buy for a certain amount, I can give you postage for free in the UK. So that would be no problem, right? So I can meet that. For the international shipping, the thing is, right? How should I put this? See, there's just Dirk and I, right? We don't have to buy premises. We don't have to hire whatever, a place. We don't have to pay other employees. We don't have to, we're already here, right? We're just going to try and run this without making too much cost. So if we can keep the cost down, we have no overheads. That's right, Julie. If we can keep the cost down, then we could possibly meet you somewhere in that amount for the international shipping. So we could possibly, make sure that certainly we would also give you the UK free postage inside your shipping amount. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So, the UK people get their shipping for free, but of course the international have to buy the whole shipping. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to work out, is that you also get the UK shipping free but then you just pay your international amount on top of that. Does that make sense? So we're going to try and meet you. I don't want to say halfway, but we are going to meet you somewhere in your postage amount. And we'll see how we can do that and how we can set that up. So that is what he wants me during the week. He wants me to decide the look of the website. A website? You know, the look of the website, the look of this, the look of that, you know? Oh, it's so exciting. But to start with, and I'm sure you will all, you know, look, this is, you know, very overwhelming, right? To start with, I would only sell the Cal pack, right? So I would only have the packs for sale. I would not sell individual amounts, individual balls, because that then, I can't meet you in the shipping then, because I need a certain margin to be able to play with the shipping. B, I have no storage for that. I have no storage for 91 packs of so many balls each, you know? So to start with, I would just make up, let's say, 100 packs of the yarn needed for the Cal, and we'll see how that goes, right? So if we sell them, then we're sold out. If we don't sell them, then we'll just keep promoting them until we do sell them. So what am I trying to say? You know, we will start limited, right? So we will start with just the yarn pack for the Cal, and if that goes well, then I might do other packs, but it will always be a particular pack, which I will then probably link to a couple of tutorials, you see? So you'd be able to buy the pack and then be ready for a month's worth of tutorials linked to that pack. Would that be an idea? Isabel, I live in Devon in the UK, so all the way in the south. So yeah, so that's a lot for us to, you know, to think about, to get a head around, because of course I could see myself sitting here, you know, in a few weeks I could be sitting here like, you know, in the packs of yarn. You know, that is not supposed to happen. You know, I need to, you know, I need some space. But, you know, so a trial run, limited amounts of the packs, seeing if you would be interested, seeing if you know, if you would buy it. And then you never know, I might do another Cal, and then, you know, more and more people will get to know the system of how it works. And, you know, so each time do the pack. And if we do it in a pack, even if you just buy the pack to have those colors, to sort of, you know, add to your stash, fair enough, you know, because we do want to try and, you know, how should I say it? We don't want to, we're not profiteering from this, right? Yes, we need to make some money from it, obviously, but it's not like we're going to say we want more. We want you to benefit from it as well. So if we can have some margin for ourselves, obviously, because I'm going to have to deal with all these balls of yarn, okay? And if you can benefit from it as well, where we could meet you somewhere with, you know, a little bit lower in the price maybe, and a much more advantageous postage or international shipping, then I think, you know, we're both benefiting from it. You've got the right amount of yarn at a good price, and I know that you've got the correct yarn to make my particular project, and I've got some profit from it, right? And then that way I can keep going to make more tutorials, more yarn, more, and feed that anonymous crochet habit. That, yarnaholic. Feed it. Feed the therapy. So yeah, we have been discussing this for the last days. But I think it can be done, and certainly, if you are there, if you're willing to buy those particular packs from us, who knows? Soon we might be, soon I might have to fight my way through the balls of yarn to be able to do a live. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yes, a yarnaholic enabler. That's me. The yarnaholic enabler. Will you provide the needed yarn amount for those who can't buy it? Oh yeah, no, Stella, I will put a list and everything. There will be a list if you want to buy it locally, if you support your own, local shop, things like that. Of course. Oh, Kathy, I am not going down that route. Thank you very much. The last time I did that, I ended up with blue hands. But obviously, yes. If you want to do the cal, you can buy our pack. If you don't like the colors, if you want to buy locally to you, if you still think the shipping is too much, if that's not the type of yarn that you like using, then fine. I don't mind. It's just an idea. It's just, I just want to try and do this so that you find it easy to buy the pack and make the cal as I intended. Okay, so who else said that there? The yarn pusher or whatever. Yeah, the yarn pusher. Oh dear, that's funny. Anyway, so I see that Fiona is here, and I just wanted to tell you something else that happened this week. And but of course, all of you, look, I will keep you posted on the cal. We'll have a dedicated live to the cal very soon. I will keep you, of course, everything that you need, everything, it will all be done, as usual. Slowly we'll work our way towards that 14th of October. Everything will be made clear. It will be posted in the Facebook group, things like that. So, as we normally do, right? So we are getting there. It's all happening. It's all in my head. It's all happening. But, this added thing of trying to sell the yarn as well has made, of course, that we had to set the dates, sit down, write them in our diary. This is when the website has to be live, things like that. So hopefully, it's a lot of work, and hopefully it will be worth it. And I hope that you will appreciate it, of course. And yeah, it will be wonderful if we can build this up as well. So do make sure that you are saving up a little bit each week to buy that pack if you want it. Okay, so try and save like a penny, a pound, £5 a week, just so that you have that pack by the time that it's ready to be bought. Oh my goodness, that's going to be yeah. Anyway, I have something happened this week, which I want to tell you about. And as you can see, I've got a little thing here that I was sent. I've got a little basket that somebody has made me. A couple of weeks ago, I was contacted by an Irish family, and there's Caitlin, and she learned to crochet during lockdown, and her mum got in touch with me because Caitlin is only 12, and she's been making these baskets from my tutorials, and she can't stop. She's making so many. She loves making them. Even in the car, she's crocheting. Anytime she's got to do she had to do homework, but now it's holiday. She loves crocheting. So, and she, like I said, she learned it from my videos, and her mum sort of said, "Oh, she's obsessed with you, Anja. She's so into you. She's telling everybody." She's telling everybody about you and about her new hobby. So she's done so well. So I got in touch and I sent her a little card and everything for her birthday because I thought she deserved it after, so lovely the way she does these stitches. And she's had a couple of posts in the Facebook group as well. So she's my number one fan. I'm so pleased I'm so pleased she's learned this skill at this age. She's going to be able to use it throughout her life, not only making little things, she's actually, selling them to friends and family. How good is that, right? So she's written me a poem. I got a 3-page letter. 3 pages. Look at that. 3 pages. Amazing, right? Telling me all about her crochet journey, all of that. But then at the end, she says, not only do I crochet now, but I also do poetry. And she's written me a poem. Now, I'm not going to be able to read this without crying. I'm going to try and read this out. Oh my goodness. So nice. Okay. I'm going to be very, very good. Okay. So she says, Anja is so kind and cheerful, it's true. Crafty, fun, and creative too. Her cat Layla, we always love to see. And on Sundays, you can't forget the tea. Gives great tutorials, not only that, her special seat, that's where she sat. Her Facebook group is filled with care, has the best projects, to be fair. Now, this is my nice gift to you. Happy crocheting, Anja, and to Layla too. I mean, isn't that amazing? Her mum is so proud. She got in touch and she was just, it's such a nice thing. So nice. I am so pleased that Caitlin is doing so well. Yeah. And I'm pleased that actually I read this without crying. I have not been able to do that all week. But this is just so nice to get something like that. Her mum says she's crocheting every minute she gets. And, that's the type of dedication. It's unbelievable, And 3 pages, a letter, 3 pages. That's dedication. I mean, when is the last time you sat down and wrote a 3-page letter by hand? You know? Unbelievable. It's just so nice. So these precious little things are going in my little box of keepsakes that I have. Well, after I've, displayed this little basket for a little while longer. And I put it, the little box of keepsakes I have is where I put some of the things that the ladies from the New York meetup gave me as well. So some things are in there, and then from the meetup in Exeter, So yeah, so I keep those little things in there, and that's going to be a really, really special box. Yeah, she might change the world with all her crocheting. Well, she started a basket making business now. She's an entrepreneur. Yes, Christine, that's a good idea. Chocolates. Of course. She did say, hang on a minute. She did say in the letter, chocolates. No, I made this little basket so you can put little things in them or something, she said. And I'm thinking, little things? What can I put in it? Chocolate? Yes, they wouldn't stay in there for long. M&Ms? Oh yeah, the individual things. Yeah, that would work. Or my tea, a cup of, bags of tea. There we go. All kinds of things. No, I'm going to put it, I've got my fireplace above my desk, so I'm going to put it on there. Ray, all of you who have been asking, why does Ray never come into the live? Well, he's Ray. Ray. Nope, he's going that away. And Layla's asleep in her basket, so it's just me all on my own. Reka. No, he says, you can keep calling me as much as you want. I am not going to obey you and come and sit with you. Why should he? Right, okay. That was quite a live. I have told you quite a few things. So I hope you're all getting excited about the CAL. Not only that, I hope you're getting excited about the possibility of buying the yarn through me. I know I am. It might not happen. It might not happen, but we are, we are still sort of very much investigating and, sort of seeing if it all works, but I think it is working. And we just, we need to set it all up now. And like Dirk said, this week is the one where we are going to try and set up a website and see if we can, because it's not just the website, it's pictures, it's the payment system, it's the address, it's the printing of the addresses, it's packaging, it's, it's a lot. Yes, Judith, we are doing our best. We are trying to make sure we can do it. And like I said, we're just going to try with the CAL. Yes, indeed, Julie, it's a way of supporting me. And, yes, we'll do it limited to start with and see how it goes. And, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we won't have lost too much, hopefully. But that's all okay. Yeah. Yes, indeed, Francis. You've got to try things. Otherwise, you don't know whether it would have worked at all. So I hope you are all working on some project at the moment, preferably an Ophelia Talks project that you can then go and video for 15 seconds. Oh, Rachel, that's great. For 15 seconds to join in with my video that I'm doing. So I do hope to see some more videos come in really soon, so I can, I can start to. Yes, that's okay, Sharon. Go ahead and show us the back as well. Then at least that gives a good idea of those star squares. Okay. Oh, this is Caitlin's note. But yeah, show us your projects, show off your projects in the group as well, because that's what the group is for. We love seeing all your projects in there. I mean, I remember those first few weeks when I started seeing all those wonderful projects. And the thing is, you see, you put a tutorial on YouTube and you think, yeah, people will watch it, but are they making it? And then with starting that group, all of a sudden, there were all these pictures of people who've actually made the exact thing that I showed them. It was so, so touching to see that. And it still is. I mean, you sort of go through your feed, don't you? You go through your feed on Facebook and you're thinking, oh, hang on a minute. That looks familiar. And then you think, oh, wow, unbelievable. Every time I still am, overwhelmed every time I see, all of a sudden, I see this picture show up and I think, that looks familiar. And then I think, oh, it's one of mine. Somebody made it. They posted it in my group. Oh, it's just so nice. It's just so nice. And that, of course, is what keeps us going, isn't it? Now, the videos for this week, I haven't mentioned that yet. The videos for this week, let me tell you this first. This week, I am posting 12 videos for you. 12. No, I'm not drunk. I have 12 videos for you this week. Right. So, since I've got the new computer, I've been sort of relearning to edit. And I have... Yes, Judy, no wonder I need a drink. I have worked out lots of things I can do with my footage, right? So not only can you slow it down, you can do it faster, you can zoom in. So you filmed something and you can zoom in, you can voice it over, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can even flip it. So this week I have made 3 videos. How to do, and it's like technique videos. So for beginners and also for advanced, if you're looking for a stitch, I'm going to start making a stitch library. So once in a while, I will be posting these videos and they will be one stitch. One stitch, which I will dissect. I will look at it from really close up, really slowed down. I will tell you exactly what to do. And I will do it left-handed, right-handed, UK and US terminology. So I've done 3 videos, but each time I've reworked them so that they are there in 4 versions. So UK and US terminology, left and right, left and right. So, of course, we start with slip knot, chain, and single crochet. or double crochet. So the videos don't take very long, and they are so close and so slow. You'll be sitting there going, come on, do it then, go on then. But I intend it really as a reference. So sometimes even advanced crocheters, if you haven't used something for a long time, or you've just got, heat stroke, you might just need to go and look something up. And of course, yes, you have to start somewhere. So we're starting with the basics. But I am also planning on doing, like, in every stitch that I use, I am going to try and then also add it to the library, so that after like 6 months or a year, we'll have such an extensive amount of stitches in there that any stitch that you want to do, you can just go to the library, look it up, and there you are. There you have it. There's that stitch, and you can see close up and personal what the stitch is like, how to do it, exactly how to do it, really, really slow down. Now, the videos only take about 2, 3, 4 minutes. So that is not going to take a long time out of your day just to sit there, watch it, and think, of course, yes, that's how I do it, right? And then you can go off and do your project, and you'll have seen exactly how to do particular stitches. So I hope... Thank you. Because I come up with these things, but I don't know whether you're going to appreciate it. So thank you for that, Penny. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Deborah. What was the question about the terminology? Yes, so there's going to be the star square pattern. If you do one giant square of it, what did I call the first part of? Yeah, just a star, I think. Star blanket, I think. Star square. Yeah, I think so, Sharon. And I think having a reference like that is a way to it's a way to get people sort of to learn and interested. And also, if they find that stitch, then maybe they like my channel, and then off it goes again. They are added to the group, blah blah blah, and our community grows. So there we go. But yeah, so I hope that oh yes, charts, of course, we'll have to have a look at that as well. So yeah, again, there are sort of, the problem with crochet is that every designer does things differently. And even following a chart, there is a video following a chart. That's exactly right, Pat. And I want to do more of those as well. But again, every designer, sometimes there's slight differences in the chart. So again, Lynn, that is coming up. Crochet C2C. C2C picture. No, Lynn, that would take, it would take too long for me to try. And I could do a very simple one, mind you. I'll have to think about that. There is another C2C coming up. So I am, that's in about 2 weeks, I think I'm going to be posting those, because of course, I am trying to clear the decks to start filming the cow, of course. Yes, Cindy, I am thinking about what I'm going to be filming for that as well, for how to keep your edges straight. But yeah, it's sometimes I think, what's the next thing I'm going to film, but there's always something. And when you have like this, all the things that you're saying there, I will come back to that, and I'll put it down, write it down. And some of the things I'm already doing, others, you'll give me ideas of what I am doing. So of what I could be doing. So yeah, so those what I'm calling the stitch library happened to sort of come into my head. Why don't I do this? Because of course I was able to, I've got the technology now, you know, I was able to see, oh, hang on a minute, I can do this, I can do that. What if I do this? So yeah, it's all working out really well, and producing those 12 videos was great fun. Very confusing at one point, but yeah, I hope you enjoy them. So they'll be coming out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6. 6 o'clock. What is it? BST at the moment. So yes, wow, Sharon, that's great. Yes, Christine, I think she will like it. But yeah, so we're starting, of course, very simply with a slip knot, I think, a chain and a single crochet or something like that. And yeah, of course, this is the way I do it. If you're learning, I think my way is quite a good way, because I can do it, can crochet quite efficiently. But having said that, obviously, if you do it any other way, that's fine. Either way you get your stitches done is fine, but it gives you an idea of how to do it, and that's the main thing, and that's what you can work from. Take that away and then use that in your work. So I hope you will enjoy those videos. Let me know if you like them. Leave me comments in the videos below in the video tomorrow evening. Leave me a comment if you liked the way it's sort of close up, or if it wasn't too, if it was still too quick. But yeah, see how it goes. I hope you enjoyed those videos. I hope you enjoyed our evening together. I think I need a shower now. I am so hot. Oh my goodness. Everyone, have a lovely week. And I will see you again next week, when we will have more Cal Talk. And maybe I will have some news about, website, setting it all up, things like that. So, Lorna, can you explain that to me? Which patterns work well together in a project? What do you mean by that? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye. Lorna, are you in the Facebook group? Put a post there so I can work out what you are trying to ask me. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. I'll see you at the next news flash. More yarnaholics this way. Bye. Bye, everyone.